Hello everyone, I'm Adi, your coding buddy, and you are watching ABC Tech Lab. Today, we are building a full production grade DevOps pipeline that combines Jenkins, sonarqube, Treeby, Amazon ECR, Amazon EKS, RBAC, image scanning, and build rollouts. We'll cover the installation and configuration of the Jenkins controller on EC2, setting up a secure SSH agent, installing sonarqube with PostgreSQL, and configuring quality gates. Our CI flow will include Git Tree file system scans, Maven, Sonar image scans, and ECR pushes. Finally, we'll provision a multi-AG Amazon AKS cluster, configure AWS auth config maps, and run a secured production grade deployment. Now, we'd also like to see the mind map of this entire DevOps project, which is divided into basically three parts like security and governance, which will have pipeline, post actions, quality gates, RBAC, people of least privilege. Then we will see CI/CD pipeline with deployment, with container management, build and static analysis, and all those things. And then last, infrastructure component, where we will install EC2 with Jenkins controller, Jenkins agent, sonarqube server, and finally Amazon EKS cluster. So let's dive into practicals. This is AB Chatterjee 7 is my GitHub account, and AB DevSecOps demo is my private repository. So we are going to click on repository and going to fetch that public repository ABC DevSecOps demo public. So you people can already copy this code from my GitHub, and this has already Java source code like pom.xml and all those things, Java code, and it also has that manifest and for project files like manifest and deploy SC and Jenkins and Docker files, all those things for Docker, Jenkins, and Kubernetes. So you people can already copy this all configuration and all those project files and also explanation. This all. So this is public account, but generally developer used to use private account in production phase. So we are going to use private repository for this project demo, and it has already all those things like Docker already. We need to have some prerequisite before we start. You need to have to know to good understanding of Maven and sonarqube, as we will be using those tools extensively. The orchestrator for our entire CI/CD will be Jenkins, utilizing a controller for logic and as an agent to actually run the job, ensuring proper role separation. You must know basics of TV and AWS as well. The pipeline we have to see, it has some stages include like checking out a private Git repository which requires credentials, and then you will see Tree file system scan, that is SCA. This scan third-party libraries like those in pom.xml for vulnerabilities, checks OS packages, and searches for exposed secrets. If high or critical vulnerabilities are found, the pipeline will be failed. And when it comes to build and test, leveraging Maven to build and test the Java application, then it will go to sonarqube analysis fast, that performing static application security testing, and we use quality gates to ensure standards such as minimum 80% code coverage are made before the pipeline will be proceed. If it is failed, then we are not going to proceed for next step. ECR login and image building, where logging into Amazon ECR and building the Docker images. Tree image vulnerabilities scanning, here what we will do, because we will generally scanning the base image for vulnerabilities like the SCA scan, or finding high or critical vulnerabilities here will fail the pipeline. Now it will push to the Amazon ECR, where pushing the secured container image to the registry. And finally, we will see deployed to Amazon EKS, where deploying the application to the multi-AG cluster using the principle of least privilege for authentication and authorization. So now we're going to see how to create that EC instance for the Jenkins controller on EC2. So basically, we will take Ubuntu 24.04 LTS with this T3 medium or C7 flex large if you have new AWS account. So there is already credential free for 200 or 300 credentials will give. You can use that, and we will create that controller, Jenkins controller. So let's launch our machine. Jenkins controller will give name, and yeah, I will choose Ubuntu, our machine. Then we will choose T3 medium, because it has 2 B CPU and 4 GB of RAM minimum. This was required. So then we'll try to keep here. So yeah, I will provide name ABC DevSecOps demo. we'll provide region name Hyderabad and then provide key name. Then we'll choose it key new type, key pair type, then create key. But you should always provide Hyderabad because Asia Pacific region keys are basically region based, so we should not forget and mismatch our keys. So here we'll save our key in music folder. Yeah. So now we will try to provide our hard disks. 20 GB we will provide after selecting security. We'll select ABC DevSecOps Jenkins controller, and now I'll provide 20 GB storage. Yeah, then click on launch instance. Success. We'll go to dashboard instance and let me refresh. Yeah, yeah. Now click on it and we'll try to fetch that security. Yeah, security group. Let me display you the security group first. Yeah. So see, this is SG Jenkins controller. We have created security group. On that, we have already HTTPS port 443 and SSH to access the machine 2022 and so custom TCP for 800 for Jenkins and 80 for general HTTP. Same thing for outbound rules. So I just want to know this inbound and outbound both are required for AWS. Now we'll try to see that SG Jenkins. Since we are here, so let me check this same thing. 9000 is there for sonarqube and same thing for outbound. Now we'll try to check sonarqube machine. Yeah, it has PostgreSQL for 5432. We'll install that, and rest everything is same for 9000 with sonarqube and all those things. So now we'll try to take public IP and open mobile exterm. We'll try to access our machine. Let me clean it first. So I click on session. Yeah, now SSH, provide that public IP. Yes, now provide username as Ubuntu because we are using Ubuntu machine. So yeah, Docker setting will go and here provide the Jenkins name, session name, Jenkins controller. Now we'll provide the customized tab color. So let me give pink color. So any color you can give just to identify. Now provide the SSH, we'll provide that key. Yeah, that private key. Yeah, copy. Okay. So now this is our machine got accessed. So we'll click sudo apt update. So we'll getting update our system. So this is Jenkins controller. We are accessing from mobile exterm CLI command. So already we have launched our Jenkins controller according to this document. Yeah, everything is fine, cool. So now try to give that set a host name. So provide the host name for our machine. Just paste. Yeah, enter. Great. So now we'll go and see that time zone. So we'll provide the time zone for our Jenkins controller. So yeah, we provided already. Now let me install Java 21 JDK. So open JDK, we'll trying to install. Installing. Cool. It got installed. Now we'll try to first before installing Jenkins, we'll try to check all those things repository and install. So let me update first because we already installed Java and all things. So let first Java install get finished. Then we'll try to update once our machine. So yeah, this is the entire process for installing and then building our machine up to date and making it making it have sufficient those software so that we can run our CI/CD pipeline. So we are updating our system now. So now we'll go and grab the install required dependencies. Let me do fast forward. So now we're going to paste it here and now required dependencies. Now we'll try to signing key, add signing key. So paste it here. Cool. Now we'll try to do add Jenkins LTS repository. Let me verify the key exists or not. That's great. Now, yeah. So add Jenkins LTS repository now, and afterwards we'll try to update APT. Let's do sudo apt update again. And afterwards, maybe we'll try to install Jenkins next. Once updation will happen, now we'll try to install Jenkins. Yeah, sudo apt install Jenkins -y hyphen. For all things, we are going to say yes. So Jenkins will now getting installed. Then so for Jenkins time zone and all things, we'll going to Post this command once last time. Let me paste. Yeah, cool. Now we have to start Jenkins. So yeah, sudo systemctl enable Jenkins and start Jenkins and all those things. Yes, now Jenkins will be get activated. Yeah, in port 8080 for our given public IP. So yes, now we'll go to URL, browser URL, and provide that public IP. Yes, hit enter. Yes, now Jenkins will come. Yeah, so we need to provide that password. So grab that password from machine. Provide cat. Yes, sudo cat this barlib Jenkins secrets initialize. Yeah, now provide that password. Click on continue. Now we need to install all those plugins. Install plugins suggested. So now we can do Jenkins agent, because almost all things for Jenkins controller has been done. So for again we have to do similar things for Jenkins agent as well, because it will do most of the work. So we need to provide 30 GB of storage. Apart from that, most of the things are same as a Jenkins controller uh, basically. So let me take me one more instance. Let me create one more machine here. Jenkins agent choose as Ubuntu. Yeah, T3 medium, and then we will take, yes, down. Yeah, T3 medium. Yes, because it have 2 BCPU and 4 GB of RAM. Now we'll select our key, then we'll select security group as agent. Yeah, as Jenkins agent. Now we'll provide 30 GB of storage. Great. Click on launch instance now. Yeah. So Jenkins agent is now so Jenkins agent now came. We have come to dashboard. In dashboard, we'll click on Jenkins agent. So provide, let me grab that public IP, and then I will go to MobaXterm, and then we'll try to open new session. Yeah, provide SSH, provide that IP address. Click on right there Ubuntu, then click on bookmark settings, then provide Jenkins agent. Let me write. Yeah. So let me provide color as yellow, maybe. Yeah. So advanced as well, then provide that key, private key, in music from music folder. Yeah. Great. Okay. So now we have that machine as well, second machine for Jenkins agent. So this machine will have a sudo apt update first. So machine is now ready for Jenkins agent as well. So we are going to now provide those. So yeah, provide that, paste it. Host name now already set. Now try to give that time zone. Yeah, we have provided already time zone now for setting that for Jenkins agent. Now we'll go to install our Java 21 for JDK. Open JDK 21. Let me install it first. Yeah, now to establish communication, we'll need to generate a key pair on the Jenkins controller as a Jenkins user, and copy the public key to the agent's home slash Jenkins slash SSH slash authorized key file, and then set appropriate permission like 600 or something like that on the key files. Then the test connection from the controller to the agent using the private IP to establish trust and update the known host files. So in the Jenkins CIE, we had a new permanent node called Jenkins agent, and try to access Jenkins agent from Jenkins controller. So this is the entire saga. So let me create now .ssh file in Jenkins controller. So yeah, just paste it here in case it don't have. Cool, paste, done. Already exists, so we don't need to create that. Cool. So let me go into the file, and then we'll try to do SSH. For first, we'll take the Jenkins user. Let me make Jenkins in both agent and controller. So yeah, now let me create that key, Jenkins agent access key, secret key. Yeah, yes, got it. Now click yes. Okay, fine, done. So now we need to grab those public key, paste that in command of controller. Yeah, now we'll get that public key. So we will use to paste that in agent, copy the public key to the agent. Yeah, so we'll create first that Jenkins user. We'll have to go to the Jenkins user. Right now it has Ubuntu user, global user it is. Yeah, now let me provide Jenkins user. Fine. So we'll now go into Jenkins agent key. We need to copy that from controller Jenkins user key. Sorry, now we need to go to agent. So provide that SSH for yeah, fine. We got the package. Now we'll need a folder. Then we'll go to that authorized keys. Inside authorized keys, yeah. Now Vim return or I, big I, capital I, yeah. And insert. So insert happen. Now we're going to copy that and provide that in that BI code editor. Yeah, paste. Done. Now ESC, then colon, then WQ to exit. Yeah, got exit with exclamation marks. So now we already kept that key inside agent. Now we have to provide that permission if it is not there. So we need to provide that chmod 700 on that folder, and then we need to that on authorized keys. In both places we need to provide that permission so that we can use those keys. So if you want afterward, then you can already test that controller. If you don't want to test that controller, it's okay. So if you want to test that controller, that you can access Jenkins agent from controller or not, so you can already test that. Provide that Jenkins agent key after. So this is, yeah, already we have Jenkins user. So yeah, great. So provide that, but you need to provide the Jenkins agent key public IP. You need to provide there. Go to IP. Yeah, we need to provide public IP. Just to cross check. Generally, before accessing a controller from controller to Jenkins agent, we'll use generally private key. Yeah, let me test it first. So yeah, fine, done. Jenkins agent. So we can see there is a Jenkins agent there, right? So it is working cool. So yeah, let me first create admin. Then we'll provide admin 123, something like that. Anything you can give. So next we'll provide that confirm password as admin 123, same password. Now provide anything like Adi or something like that. Admin. So admin at the rate of something gmail.com, something like that. Some dummy email. So let me create first admin user for that our Jenkins. So first, what I'll do, I'll try to change the theme because I like black theme. This white is very not good for eyes. So yeah, let me provide that theme black first. Great dark theme. So now we'll go and try to fetch the Jenkins. Let me install first node. Let me create node. So Jenkins dashboard manage Jenkins node and new node. So let me create first node. So we'll go to the setting tab and click on dismiss all those things. Click on click on new node. Write that node Jenkins agent. So let me provide that Jenkins agent as our node name. Provide, click on that permanent agent. Yes, create. We have already created permanent agent. Now provide that number of execution. We don't need that much of threads, so we'll just give one for demo purpose. Actually, in real time, you can provide multiple Jenkins for working on multiple threads, so it will work parallelly and fast. So for different architecture as well. So let me provide the Docker Maven tree as our label name. So you need to provide the same label name during Kubernetes production there and deployment. So yeah, in labels name provide Docker Maven tree. Yes, only we provide user node as much as possible. Then SSH launch agent will actually provide the host name. So we'll provide the host name as maybe private IP of Jenkins agent. Let me see the document where it is written. Jenkins private ID. Mhm. So yeah, grab that private IP address, and now we'll provide that Jenkins agent private IP provide at host. So yeah, now we'll provide credentials. Click on add global. Then we'll provide barlib Jenkins SSH Jenkins agent key. Okay, fine. So let me choose first SSH username and play, and then sorry. Yeah, ID Jenkins, description also Jenkins. So provide a name as username as Jenkins. Then you click on enter right click add. Now we need to provide that key. So where can I get that agent public key? Yes. So we need to go to this. We need to grab this URL and provide there from SSH unknown host. We'll need to provide those keys. So yeah, click there. Cool. In our controller LSLA. So we have .ssh file. Yeah, go to SSH file. Then we need to provide either command or go inside the authorized key. So Jenkins agent key dot got. So we got that key, private key. Private key got, and let me paste it here. Yeah, fine. So now we have our private key in Jenkins. So click on close. So now provide Jenkins. Great. So same, let it be known host like this. Click on now save basically. Yeah, done. So our node been created. Now we'll go to there and try to build a history for seeing everything's fine or not, learn connected got or not. So yeah, everything seems to be very smooth. Before we going to install our sonarqube now next for in EC2 with the same configuration, all those things for our security and inbound and onboard security groups and all those things. So yeah, so we are supposed to install sonarqube now. go to instance and click on launch instance. Then we'll create sonar VM, something like that, in as a name for our machine, virtual machine. So yeah, click on Ubuntu, same, that T3 medium for 2 CPU and 4 GB RAM. We'll select that. Great. It will take hardly $1 or $2 to $3. Even if you say sorry and leave the grant, it will won't charge you. So let me select those SG sonarqube SG and the 20 GB of storage. So cool. Already set the key, same key. So launched our VM, sonarqube VM. So we'll go there and then refresh. Go to sonarqube. Where is sonarqube? Pending still. Okay. So click on that. Still it is running. So now we'll grab that public IP and try to launch it through mobile XTerm and click on session SSH. Provide that hostname. User to user. Provide the Docker settings. Great. Provide a sonarqube. Now we'll try to provide the color. What color we'll choose? Let me choose something like blue. Okay. So all different color. Now yeah, use public. Yes, fine. So our key. So yeah, now we have sonarqube machine. So let me do some first sudo apt update. So machine got updated now. Now we'll go to our document. Yeah, install provide that hostname and time CTL. So set the time and set the hostname. Let me set the hostname first. Paste it. Hostname done. Now let me set the time zone. Yes. Now we'll see here. We need to provide JDK 21 JRE. We are not installing JDK. We are only installing JRE because sonarqube will only use that JRE, that environment. We are not doing any activity on Java. That's why we are not installing JDK, which is heavy. So yeah, now we'll try to install PostgreSQL and we'll connect that with sonarqube. So all data will come to our PostgreSQL. It will connect to sonarqube as a sonar user. So we'll do that. So let me first install PostgreSQL. So paste it. Yeah. So PostgreSQL is now installing. So we need to create as sudo Postgres PSQL. After installing, we need to create user and all, sonar user, and that provide that enough grant and create table database and all. So yeah, so let me create a role first. That was strong password. So we'll go to the second one. Create role. Yeah, password is sonar. So copy that, paste it, create a role. Now we'll create database. SonarQube will be our database name and owner will be sonar. Great. Now we'll grant all privilege. Generally we don't do all privilege, but here again just testing. So demo purpose. Yeah. In production data environment, generally we don't give entire privilege. Yeah. Let me come out of that SQL command line. Yeah. So now we'll try to sudo login and see our created or not table and all the database and all the user and all. So we'll check those. Yeah. So name sonarqube already created. List of databases and sonar user. Fine, cool. And we already cross check once. Let me log in. All those things. Test it. Already there is Postgres SQL, Postgres access privilege is there. So yeah, we can see everything is fine. Right now, nothing. It's cool because it's not connected. So that result is output is expected. So provide capacity. Yeah. So we're just giving some matrices for created, dedicated sonar user and all those things. So just allow all those things. It's cool. Now create a dedicated sonar user. Done. For sonarqube. Just like Jenkins user we had done for controller and agent. So download install sonarqube now. Finally, we are installing sonarqube on our sonarqube VM virtual machine. Afterwards, we'll try to connect it, configure for sonarqube to use PostgreSQL. We'll go to that sonar.properties file. And then we need to pick some properties, provide some database URL and all those things to store data. So let first sonar install in our virtual machine. Afterwards, we will do rest of the work. Basically, sonarqube will do some quality gate checkup. So all our code, bug smell and all those things. And it will help also through using Jokaku plugin. We'll test and verify how much code coverage we are covering. So yeah, so go to that sonar properties file and paste this sonar database username sonar because we have given username as sonar and password as well as sonar all those things. Yes, paste it there. Yeah, cool. Provide the database URL, database password, username, all those things. Let me delete that strong password. Yeah, great. So now we have already sonar properties has been configured to access database PostgreSQL. Yes. Cool. So let me provide this system MD service for sonarqube. System D service for sonarqube. Done. I need to paste that code. Yeah. We need fit code. Done. Colon ESC colon WQ and then exclamation marks. Yeah, done. So now go to reload the system and start the service. Let us start sonarqube now. Cool. Now go to localhost 9000, localhost 9000 to access sonarqube. Access sonarqube, HTTP, that public IP and the 9000. So need to grab that public IP of sonarqube virtual machine. Yes, now you will see that sonarqube sonarqube web application will come upon, and we need to provide that username and password to get enter into it, and then we need to configure it for our project. How much code coverage and all those things you want, quality gate, password token, all those things. So let first sonar web application come to us so that we can configure our settings. Default it will have admin user and password. Yes, and from here you can explore quality profiles and quality gates rules, all those things. But still it is opening. I don't know why it is quite slow here right now. So yeah, now it's getting uploaded. Yeah, cool. SonarQube is starting now. This is the interface of SonarQube web application. It will take some time. Of course, it depends upon your internet connection strength. Mine is cool, but don't know why today is taking a little bit of extra time. So yeah, login. Now provide admin as a login and the password. Then we'll go to inside login. Cool. Provide your own password. Enter a new password now. Give anything like ABCD 1 2 3 4 5 7 and at the rate at last. Anything you can give because it has strength. It will check that you need to provide characters, upper name, lower name, and alphabet, all those things. And symbol. Quite painful. Done. Uh, so yeah, click on update, and now we have accessed our sonarqube. So we need to configure this here, everything from for sonar for quality gate. Now we have to configure quality gate here. This is my GitHub repository where I am going to create one private GitHub repository, because earlier I had one private repository, but I want to show everything demo as an scratch. So I am creating a new GitHub repository called my private DevSecOps demo, and this repository will contain all those codes and files, manifest files and Docker file and Jenkins files, all those things, and we'll push it in GitHub. This let me provide visibility as private. Fine. Now create repository. So I have created one GitHub repository as in private, which developer will going to push it, all those code here. So let me copy the URL and let me initialize here GitHub repository in this VS Code. So let me first show you the pom.xml. So we are using Java 21 right now as an ABC DevSecOps demo, the name, and it has very simple code like JUnit and all those things, the Maven Jacob plugin, so Maven Swift plugin and all those things. In Jenkins files we have deleted everything, and it's from clean slate we will start. In Docker file, it's a basic Docker file, just we are taking that jar and creating one app.jar, new jar, which we're going to deploy it. And this is our basic code, which have basic cloud with AB Chatterjee, like you can see this will come as a web app, and this is the testing file for app.test. So it has simple output as cloud with AB Chatterjee. So very simple Java code we are going to deploy in EKS cluster. So yeah, let me first initialize our GitHub repository. So git init, and now we'll provide that git add all those thing, add it in local. Now we'll try to commit it, and then after we'll push it to GitHub repository. Afterwards, what we'll do, we'll try to remote git remote and all those things. So let me copy that link and provide git remote origin. Then let me do that branch. I will use main branch. So yeah, now we'll try to push that git push. So git push -u origin main. So everything I have in my VS Code, now it is got saved on my GitHub repository, private repository. So yeah, we're going to create one Docker image out of it later on. So now we have already pushed our code to GitHub. Now let's see how Jenkins is able to pick it from GitHub or not. So until now Jenkins file is my empty. So let me create first pipeline first. Let me now first create one Jenkins pipeline named abc private DevSecOps demo, and we'll choose as a pipeline. Then we'll create on OK. So let me provide pipeline script by SCM, provide that name as git, then provide that GitHub repository URL, that private repository URL. You can copy it from there. Yeah. Then provide that credentials. So credential will add, and then global. Then provide username with path. We need to create one token, GitHub token. Username we have to provide repository name, and for token we need to create token from go to settings. Then we will click on developer settings. There is personal access token and classic token. Then if you have any, you can delete, not required. Then click on generate new token, classic one. Provide your token name, give some expiration date, 30 days, 40 days, whatever days. I will select maybe 90 days, something like that. Yeah, give any name first of your token, select expiration date. Now I'll select the repo because we want to apply everything on repo scope level. Yeah, now we'll click on probably generate token. So we have now token. Copy that and do not give it to anyone, do not share it to anyone because it is very secret. You can't see it again next time. So let's copy it. So when you're going to use it, we can take it from here. Yeah, in notepad. Yeah. So now go to here and push that password. Username will be your GitHub repository name. So AB Chatterjee 7 will be mine. Let me show you. Yes, AB Chatterjee 7. Copy that. You can copy it from URL, right? Yeah. So copy that name, username, and paste it to Jenkins username, and provide anything you can provide in ID. So I will just provide GitHub token just as a name, as an ID, because it will showcase there. It's a use. So I had used it last time. So rename it. Yeah. So yeah, click on create, or you can give any description as well. It is optional, but let me give it. Yeah, fine. Click on create. So I have already created one credentials. So we'll select that. Yeah, ABC private GitHub token. Yes, this one. So now you will see red thing will go, red error will go. If it is gone, then everything is fine. So now make it as main because we are going to use main branch. So now click on save. So we have already created one pipeline ABC private DevSecOps demo karke, and we will try to do build now. So our first build will get success, and it will see that Jenkins has able to pull our GitHub, pull our resources from GitHub repository. So yeah, that is cool. So it got connected. So now we'll try to go to a document and select one steps like tree FS scan. We're going to check. We'll do the next step of tree file scan. We'll see it's able to do or not. What will do, it will go to pom.xml and scan all those dependencies and these vulnerabilities in that dependency. If anything suspicious is there in the pom.xml jar of that jar, so it will scan that and it will fail if any vulnerability will be there. So let me first push all my code to GitHub repository. So it already get pushed. So Jenkins files will be have now all those previous scan and all. So now we'll try to do build now again, so that so where it is, build now. So now this step is going to fail. You know why? Because we haven't installed tree in our Jenkins agent. So let's see. Yeah, second time whatever I do build, so build got failed because we don't have any tree installed in our Jenkins agent. So first let me see that console. Yeah, script written one code 1 to 7. So now we need to we want to see the pipeline that check out this SCM is cool, but tree FS scan got error. So now we will go to our Jenkins agent and we have to install tree so that it will able to operate. So let me come to Jenkins agent and copy that tree installation. So yes, paste here. Exit first from Jenkins user. Now we'll come to Ubuntu user as a general global. So now we'll paste here, and then it's going to install tree. So yeah, once TV got installed, now we'll try to build again, and let me do build now. This time it should pass, right? Because we don't have any issue in our pom.xml. If there is an issue in pom.xml, or if we have some secrets, something like that, which is there is a thread there, then it will getting failed. But since we don't have any problem in our pom.xml and vulnerabilities in pom.xml, so this TV FS scan will pass. So still TV is getting installed. So now let me check the permission of that TV. So we need to provide user permission so that they can run. If in case you don't have permission, you can provide chmod 777. It will allow everybody to run. So basically for testing purpose, generally we do that, we give that permission there. Let me do ls-la. Yeah, you can see that now we have permission to run tree, which is green. So we'll go there and try to build. So let me do build now. Yeah, so our next stage is running in build number 4, and it's got success or failed. Should get pass. Yes, voila, it got passed now. So let me show you. Yeah, as you see, there is 0 vulnerabilities in pom.xml, right? It's on there. In checkout SCM is tick mark, and TVFS is also now tick mark. So now we'll go to the next step, and next stage like build and with sonar and all those things. So we had already done these things, git checkup and tree scan, all those things in our document. So yeah, this stage is saying if there is any problem, then this one is build with sonar. So we need to provide now this stage to Jenkins files, build and sonar. So let me copy that from here and let me paste it in our Jenkins file at VS Code, and then we will push it to GitHub repository. So yeah, paste it here. Let me align, already aligned quite nicely. Cool. So we don't have right now sonar IP and sonar token, and as well as our ambient clean verify is there now. So we don't have even Maven installed in our Jenkins agent. So we need to fix those things. Afterwards we can allow only build now. So we'll see that in just later phase. For right now we are going to also save this file to GitHub repository. But before that we need to push our create our ABC DevSecOps demo karke project name in Sonar. So Sonar is still fresh and we don't have that project name probably. So let's create quality gate called ABC DevSecOps demo. Create. Yes. Now you see that there is 80% coverage for general, for new code only. See, if you go up, yeah, condition on new code. For new code coverage will be 80%, not for everything. Let me first connect our project with sonarqube. So now it got connected. So now we'll try to create one gate which will have 80% coverage for everything, because in production in companies they will give you 80% coverage for everything. So yeah, let me click on quality gate and provide that add condition. So for new code on it was there, now we'll provide an overall code. So our overall code we are providing coverage as 80%. So if our code has 80% test, then it will pass, otherwise it will going to fail. Generally in companies it has minimum is 65 or 70, but generally 80% in average, 75 or 80, sometimes it goes to 90 as well. So it depends upon company to company the requirement, but right now we have given 80% code coverage. So once it has 80% code coverage for testing, then it will pass the quality gates of Sonar, otherwise it going to fail, the entire pipeline going to fail. So we have already set up our quality gates with ABC DevSecOps demo with our coverage of 80%. That is the story. Now we need to provide our user because we don't have Sonar user right now, so we need to create one. So create user. So let me first provide our login. We are logging with Jenkins Sonar user. So cool. We need to provide our password. So password, it is quite painful because you have to provide all 12 characters and one uppercase, lowercase. Quite complicated password there is given so that you don't get forget or your password don't get compromised. So now we need to provide our name. So anything, provide Sonar, something like that, or you can leave it as well, but let me provide Jenkins Sonar, something like that. So yeah, we had now created one user called Jenkins Sonar. Create. Cool. So we need to set we already created our user. We need to set our already set this one. We need to create our token. So click on that. Yeah, generate token, because we need that token for Jenkins to connect with Sonar. So let me provide Jenkins token or something like that, and we need to provide afterwards that expiration date. So let me first provide something like that, 90 1 year, whatever you want. So let me create so copy this token, because this token we need to provide in Jenkins, so that Jenkins will connect to Sonar and it will do quality gate test. So let me put it in Notepad right now, so later it will be used. Yeah, now go to our build now page, and let me yeah, now here we need to provide all those details related to Sonar IP. And so now go to Jenkins and click on advanced pipeline, then pipe syntax, then advanced. Then we need to provide that steps to get let me with credentials, build credentials to variables. Now we need to generate our pipeline script for sonarqube. Yes, so if you require that, you need to provide those Sonar secret test there, and in secret test we need to provide that variable and credentials. So credentials, go to global, provide secret test, and there we need to provide that the password we have just created. And variable you can provide something like Sonar token, something like that. And in credentials we are going to provide secret test, where we must provide that password we have kept in Notepad. So let's go to Notepad and copy that again, and we'll paste it here. Provide some ID, Sonar token, something like that, and you can provide description or leave it as optional. So yeah, so let me select now Sonar token. It can create on generate pipeline script. So we'll copy that, and now we'll try to provide that in our VS Code here. Yes, with credentials we'll replace it, because this is the way we generally used to create our pipelines. So now, yeah, our credential ID and our variable is now saved in our Jenkins as well. So it got synced now. So still we are missing Sonar IP and Sonar token we already given. So we are only missing now Sonar IP, which we need to provide as an environment variable. So let me save that now to GitHub, because we have provided that pipeline script fetch, and try to do that build now probably, but it's going to fail because we still don't provided Sonar IP in our environment. So let me check it out that it is working, or still, yeah, it is giving error. So it's cool. So it was expected to give an error, right? Because we don't have given Sonar IP. You can see on the very first line it is written ambient clean verifier sonar and HTTP Sonar IP token. So also ambient not found, it is saying, means we did not even installed Maven in. Show you those Maven pages. So yeah, this is the Maven pages we are going to show you now. So if you see, if you will do Maven install clean and all those things, so all the upper upper strata, all things will be run by default, like ambient verify will click, so integration, all those things, validate, and everything will compile and everything will run by default. This is the Maven lifecycle used to do. So we just need to now install Maven in our Jenkins. Now let me copy that IP address. So we need to provide as a tools Maven first before installing, and we need to provide that Sonar IP as an environment variable. So let me do that first. So let's go to the topmost there in next to agent, and we'll copy that environment Sonar IP, and we need to provide IP from our machine. So paste it, environment Sonar IP. Now go to machine and provide. We need to go to sonarqube virtual machine first, and then we are supposed to grab IP address. So yeah, this one, yes, sonarqube VM. So grab that private IP and we will provide that in. So we have now sonar IP. Now we need to provide Maven as a tool and need to also install Maven in our Jenkins. So let me copy it first. Fine. So what we'll do now, we'll going to do build now, but we know that is going to fail even we'll try to do that because we haven't even installed Maven in our Jenkins agent. We can also install tool in here as a Maven. So this is the alternative. So we are going to do Maven installation and we'll need to provide here Maven name Maven 3. Let me give Maven 3 and we will provide our version. So 3.9.11 will choose because it's better to take one previous version, stable version. So let's save. Now we'll try to we have taken Maven 3, so cool. So now things getting so we have already done this step, so yeah, so now we are good to go, right? We are good to go. We have to save it in our GitHub repository before doing build now, because we have just given sonar IP and Maven 3 and all those things. So let me do git add and all those things. So done, commit. So let me push it to GitHub repository. So yeah, so when now we'll go and see in our repository. So update, so latest code update has been done in our repository. Now we'll let it come first. So yeah, so see Jenkins files is just got pushed now. So now we'll go to Jenkins and we'll try to build now, because now we have everything, build history, and click on that, click on build now. Yeah, so let's see how it's span out now in our 6th pipeline number. So now let's see, everything is build and sonar is happening right now. So will it going to pass or will it going to fail? Now this is the question. So we have already installed Maven, we already given that sonar IP, we already have that quality gate name, but it is going to fail. Now think why it's going to fail. It is going to fail. It is going to quality gate going to fail. Why quality gate going to fail? Because script returned with code 0. See, it's going to fail because our sonarqube quality gate has 80% coverage, but we haven't covered 80%, right? So this is the reason it will going to fail. So in real time we used to test everything and provide coverage of 80%, but here it will take time otherwise. So where we'll do, we'll find some shortcut and maybe we'll provide code coverage as 2% or 3%, something like that, and we'll try to pass that quality gate. So yeah, it is already saying that failed to execute goal this Maven plugin and DevSecOps quality gate status failed. So we saw why it got failed. So now let's go to yeah, we have already seen that. So now let's go to ambient, everything is there. So this time build and sonar got green tick, so it got passed. So great, congratulations, we have already passed this phase. So we are going to check now next phase of pipeline, next step, where we are going to do ECR login. For ECR login we need to create first repository in our Amazon ECR. So this step we have already passed QR. Now this is the next step. Create a build image and push it to after testing through preview, push it to ECR. So install first AWS CLI and Docker engine on our Jenkins agent. So we need to create one ECR repository in Amazon first, then we will install AWS CLI and Docker in Jenkins agent. So first let me go to ECR. So Elasticsearch Container Registry. It is just like Docker Hub, and we need to create this Docker Hub for AWS. So ABC DevSecOps demo is our repository name. So provide their immutable, because we don't want to change, and anybody in our team, if it changes, it remain as a latest. So we are providing this filter as latest. So let me provide as immutable and latest, and then we will provide AWS 56. You can use KMS if you want, but right now we are using. Now this got created, repository name ECR. We have come to ABC DevOps demo repository. So let me check that repository where we can access the repository, view push. So you can see this command. So you can use this command to access this ECR registry. So good. So now we'll try to create another stage. So ECR login stage, basically try to do ECR login, and so yeah, provide your entire setup here. Now we need to provide in environment that IP address for we need to provide ECR URL there, so that we can replace ECR URL as an environment variable in ECR login. So yes, so we have already set up our ECR login steps, where we are logging to AWS ECR using this command. So now we are going to install AWS CLI in our Jenkins system, agent system. So let copy that, grab that code, and go to agent, Jenkins agent, and in Jenkins agent we are just paste it, got installed AWS CLI. Let's verify the installation. Once installation will be done. Yes, so now it's okay, fine, it got installed. So now let's install Docker engine in Jenkins agent. So yeah, Docker getting installed in Jenkins agent. Now let me create one Docker and Jenkins user mode, add to it, add Jenkins system user to Docker. So we did it. Now let me go to now we need to check that Docker version, that Docker getting installed or not. So just like we cross checked once AWS CLI, we already checked Docker, fine, cool. So we have already done those grant Jenkins agent access to Amazon ECR. So that you need to create one role, IAM role, and you need to provide that permission. So create a role. So IAM, go to roles. In roles we need to create role. So let's create next a service or use case. So we need to provide issue2 we need to provide permission for issue2. So create on issue2 next. Now you have to search those which permission you need to add. So we are dealing with container registry, right? So we need to provide that mention ECR container registry, and let me provide some role name. So ABC DevSecOps, something like that. You can give any name here, demo. So yeah, so let me click on now create role, add permission, cool, fine, create role. Yeah, so role been created. Now what need to do, we need to link that role to EC2, right? Because I haven't still linked my role to EC2. So go to EC2 to that agent, I guess. Let me go to that virtual machine, Jenkins agent. Yes, now click on that. Yes, now go to action, probably. Yeah, now click on security, change security group. No, modify IAM role. Here you need to provide that same role. So provide that ABC DevSecOps demo role. Yeah, cool. Click on update IAM role. So now this machine has that role as well, so it can access that. EC2 registry will now access that code. So yeah, now these things has happened. Now next we need to cross check attach policy have done. So Jenkins agent role we have done. So attach the role to Jenkins EC2 instance, it is also done through console, AWS console. Already we have done that step. Great. So next is create the ECR registry, right? Next is create the ECR registry. So AWS console is in private registry, create repository. So you have already done that we have already done that step, right? So next step will be pipeline with ECR login. So we had already done this step as well. So now the next, run the pipeline and cross check all those everything is working or not. So let me go to Maven, let me go to Jenkins and click on build now. So yeah, click on build now and see that all those steps are working smoothly or not. So cross check to build pipeline overview. So let's see what's happening now. Check out SCM is cool, tool install cool, TVFS scan is cool. Now doing build and sonar. So meanwhile we forget to push that code to GitHub repository, right, after adding all those things. So this is bound to fail until we save this to GitHub repository. So let me push it to GitHub repository. Yeah, git push. So now it has already pushed to GitHub repository. So let me do build now and we'll see. So this step got passed, and as well as the ECR login is also coming as with the green tick. So now ECR login is working very smoothly. So we will go to next stage, that is build image and build container image. So here this is the Docker file, and this is the crisp explanation here already written there, and commit and push all those things. And now build with build image stage. So in this stage we have to copy this and we need to paste it in Jenkins file. Let's go to IDE. Yeah, paste is there. So yeah, we have now build image stage where we have already pasted this. So we need to provide that image repo, right? And build number we already know, number of so go to Docker file, we already have the Docker file, and cool. So and already have that name. You can go to up, you will see there ABC DevSecOps demo 100 snapshot. So and this is we are taking to app target / this. So if you want to see how this jar is coming from, so we can also see that. If you, so once you go inside the workspace, you will see, you can see inside abc private demo DevSecOps, you will have all those pom.xml, eks, config.ml, all those file we had already pushed into GitHub, and from there we can you can have those. So you can see there abc DevSecOps demo 1.0 snapshot.jar inside the target. So this is what we are actually trying to take there in our docker hub file, in our docker file. So this is what we are taking inside our docker file. So yeah, so now revert back, provide in environmental environment variable as image repo, and we need to provide our entire url from ip address to provide it in our environment variable, that image repo. So yeah, share apps out to amazon AKS slash we are ecr url, yeah, fine. So this image repo we have already provided in our jenkins file. Now we need to push it to github. So let me go to now elastic container registry, and where you can, when you click on that abc DevSecOps demo, you will see we have provided the same name, abc DevSecOps demo, after that url, so that image repo can be saved there. Yes, so we now understood where things are coming from. Already seen that build number, so let me explain how that build number works. So actually when we are doing some job, so we are getting 1 2 3 4, you can see there's a build number, right? So that build number we are giving there because that is almost constant for every time we are doing build, so it has some build number, so we can fetch that build number, and according to that we are going to do that. So let me see where it is saved in jenkins. So when you go to environment variable.html, so maybe let me go there, env.vars.html. so this has this build number. So from this variable we are fetching our build number. So yeah, like this you can, there are a lot of environment exist in jenkins, you can use those things for your advantage, for your uh, requirement, as per your requirement. So let me go to jenkins. Now click on build now. So this we are talking about 1 2 3 4 9 7, you can see that 9876. So these are the build number. So do the next build. So we had already inserted build number 9. Next we need to do the next build 10. So let me see that everything is working smooth, or there is some issue over there. So pipeline overview. So until now we had done till ECR login. So yeah, that is still which cool. Now we are supposed to build our image, docker image. So but I think we have forget to push that code to git right, github. We haven't done that maybe. So it is obvious that it is going to fail. So now we have pushed my code to github repository. Uh, so next build when we'll do, probably this update will reflect there, and it will have build success. Let's see. Uh, Go to pipeline overview, and inside there we can see mm, build and sonar, that is tick mark. It is taking some time, but this time build image got failed. So build image has some issue. And what is the issue they are saying? They are saying that docker image, this is this zero build laptop linux itna. So what is the issue, why that build got failed? So let me verify it. mm, Tag invalid, the error is like the large builder is deprecated and will be removed in the future. So I think there is a problem in that line, ecr url, and so let me go to that line. So yeah, actually there is, I have given it single inverted comma, so there it will require double inverted comma in image repo line. So once, so yeah, now we have given a double inverted comma in that line, so now it should work very cool. So go to build now, click that build now. Mm, so this is build number 12, it is running now. So yeah, so we are going through build number 12. So let's see, it's got failed again. So what is the issue in that pipeline? So build image is not coming. Mm, so yeah, we need to suppose to restart our agent, because we need to disconnect our agent and again we need to reinstall or launch again, because the last time we have installed Docker and Jenkins, Docker and AWS CLI, all those things. So this is not able to update, because agent was already got connected earlier. So let me this time showing agent successfully connected and online. So now maybe it will work. So let me go to build again. uh, Click on build now. Build number 13 is running now. So let's see how it goes. Build number 13. So you can see already we are going through build and sonar stage. So yeah, now it is in build image stage. So and I hope, finger crossed, let it get past this time with green tick. It's get great satisfaction when we get. Yeah, so build image now with the green tick. So congratulations, we had already passed that stage. So yeah, so now our next stage will be, let's go to the document. So we had already done that image build. Now we will do tree image vulnerability scan uh, for high critical things. So since we are using base image in Docker, so that is why we are doing again a tree scan. First time we had done tree scan only for pom.xml vulnerabilities. Next time we did for code vulnerability, and this time we are doing SCA. That is first time, then second time SART, and this time we are doing for image scan, tree image scan for because Docker we are taking, because the Docker base image we are taking, it may have some vulnerabilities. So that is why we are doing again image scan. So copy that, grab that code snippet, tree image scan, and let's go to, yes, IDE, and provide there the next stage. So great. Mm. So let me first reorganize it so that it become readable. Uh, yeah, so cool. So this is so let me also save this to GitHub repository. To fetch first Jenkins user. So sudo su Jenkins, cool. So we'll go do to ls and try to go to that folder cd workspace. Nice. Now we'll go to abc private DevSecOps demo. So that DevSecOps folder. So yes, already inside that. Now we'll try to go inside target. Inside target, we have that. See, we have that ABC DevSecOps demo and latest as a tag. So this tag 13 and those two tags are coming because we have already done it in TB image scan. So TB image scan will take that build number from there. We have that build number now. So let me push my code to GitHub now. So git add, git commit, TB scan, TB image scan. Now let me push it to GitHub repository. So once it get pushed, so what we'll do now? Mm, so so let me build and cross check our next build. So click on build now. This is build now 14. So overview. So once you go there, you will see, let me do a little fast forward. So yeah, this stage got passed now with green tick. So we have already seen that stage. Now we'll go to the next one, push to imagine ECR. So the next stage is push to imagine ECR. So just grab that code from our document and push it to our IDE in Jenkins files. And so yeah, we have already have that code. Let me rearrange it. Yes, so it become now readable. So this stage push to ECR. So now we'll try to save it in GitHub, and then we'll try to do again for the next build. So now when we cross check in that view push command, so we already have. So now we'll try to build it and see then it is coming to our ECR or not. So right now ECR is empty. So once we'll do build, then that it should be pushed to ECR. So build number 15 we have already initiated. Let's see after build number 15 that code is coming to Amazon ECR or not. Ideally it should come. So yeah, so let me do it fast forward. So once push to ECR will complete, yes, got green signal, green tick. So now we'll go to our ECR repository and let me refresh, and voila, it came. See, that is latest 15. So the tag is 15 and the tag is another tag is latest. We have already mentioned that. So it is coming very nicely to Amazon ECR. So we already passed this. Create an Amazon ECR repository with immutable tags, which is like latest and 15 and all. To allow the Jenkins agent to interact with ECR, we create an IAM role with Amazon EC2 container registry power user permission and attaches to agent's EC2 instance. We also install the AWS CLI and Docker on the agent and adding the Jenkins user to the Docker group. So in this Jenkins files, we added like ECR login stage, image building stage, tree image scan stage, and lastly push to ECR stage. So right now we are going to deploy the Amazon EKS. We provision a multi-AG EKS cluster using EKS CTL and a configuration file that specifies two managed worker nodes in different availability zones. Our Kubernetes manifest, like deployment and services, include a topology spread constraint setting to ensure high availability across zones. So the deployment stages in the Jenkins involve installing kubectl on the Jenkins agent. Then we will do updating the deployment manifest, and then afterwards we will go through authentication and authorization. So after the kubectl apply command runs, we verify the deployment. The application is exposed via a node port service on port 31,000. Then which we must not allow the EC2 security group for the worker nodes. Let me grab this deploy to Kubernetes and we will paste it to IDE in VS Code. So we have already kept that deploy to Kubernetes. So now we can save this our configuration, update config home Jenkins kube config and all those things. So let me cross check once cluster role binding.yml. So you can see there we have those verbs for get, list, watch, create, update, and all those things for API resources and the resources for pods and services. For namespaces we have created. So we are given those configuration to cluster binding, and then we'll see how deploy services .yml is configured. It has like ABC DevSecOps namespace, and the name is ABC DevSecOps demo and all those things like cluster binding and all those things. So you can see we have node port at 31,000 and all those. This is also a service, the second service. So we have deployed the service and we have already seen our cluster role binding.yml, and now we are going to see our EKS config where we have region as AP South 2 and version and all those things. For we need to change this to AP South 2A and 2B availability zones. So actually I had done last one in Mumbai region, so Mumbai AG. So this is why I need to change it in Hyderabad. So yeah, fine. ABC Mumbai Ubuntu key. Now we need to change that, right? So key pair names must be changed to the latest one. So let's go to the music folder, and here we have that key pair. So let me take the rename. So copy that name, and we need to provide it in our VS Code. Yeah. So we have provided our public key name. Cool. So anything else? Everything is cool now. Yeah, perfect. So now we'll go through which file, AWS cube config. So here you can see we have already given that ARN of AWS South 2A. So we need to cross check that ID, our account ID actually. So from here 14G, we need to copy from there ECR URL. Yes. So ARN, we have clarified our ARN, and now everything is fine here. So auth edit. So here, yeah, here also we need to cross check once this one, and fine. So we need to change that username, right? That is Jenkins agent role. We need to change that. We need to change this to. So let's see what is that name. ABC DevOps demo there. So in roles, we need to go to roles. Inside IAM there is roles. Yeah. So we have came to roles. So ABC DevOps demo role. So that is the name. So in the topmost, yeah. So we need to copy that, and then we are supposed to replace in our VS Code. Yeah, there. So yes. So do that same for the username, maybe. So now we have correct AWS auth edit, so that is fine. Anything else? So I think everything is now cool. Yes, fine. Resources ABC DevSecOps EKS, fine, that is cool. So anything else? Resource allow, fine. Jenkins, okay, fine, that is cool. No need to change that. Jenkins deploy role. So role you need to change because that is just a name. So that's cool. Deploy service. So let me cross check when everything is correct or not across manifest. So yeah, so now what we'll do, we'll go to ABC DevSecOps demo, and we are getting that image from there, from ECR, from ECR. Fine. So now let's go to yeah, fine. So everything is fine now here. So anything we need to change? Node port 31,000, that is fine. So yeah, almost everything is done here. So I don't think there is any problem. That we are checking API version and kind, all those things, name. So we are providing that environment training. So project ABC DevOps demo. So yeah. So I think everything is fine. So let me push it now. So what we need to do, so we had done that pipeline snippet. So now we see that in pre-step what you must do is, we had already done EKS cluster, EKS verify AWS distribution, already done that. So install kubectl and all those Jenkins agent, and EKS cluster policy we had done. So edit AWS auth we have already done just now, and create cluster and cluster binding done, commit and push deploy service.yml, and this is the structure you can see there. So we have 3 abilities done. Out of that we have provided both in all 3 that etc db, but in API server is in 2 ability zone. So in those 2 ability zone we are creating one pod in each. So we will have 2 pods and 2 different ability zone. One is South 2A and South 2B. So let me cross check on EKS CTL. So how to install that? So we need to install that, right? So here is AWS documentation. So there's a copy here, the paste here from there. So we are installing now EKS CTL in our Jenkins agent, because Jenkins agent will do most of the work. From here EKS CTL will work. So let me verify once that got installed or not. it got misplaced. Yeah, here. So let me paste it here. Yeah, fine, cool. It's coming. It's already installed correctly. So let me check once role. In role we are going to see that we need to provide that policy, I guess, right? Inline policy. So let's add permission, create inline policy. So inline policy we need to provide, let me go to documentation first and let me grab that code. Yeah, this one. So we'll go there and we'll select, let me where. So we're not finding it. Maybe they are add more permission, or probably EC2, right? EC2 where, and to cross check. So let me read the document first. Permits, this is this for cluster set temp, this with respect to Jenkins EC2. So we need to add, actually apply IAM console rules, Jenkins agents role to add inline policy. It is already written in my document. So I'm supposed to add this to our role and then EC2, attach it to EC2. So let me do that. So here we go to JSON. Yeah, fine, we got that. So here we need to paste that. Fine. Now probably we'll click next. Yes, it's MC. Yeah, next, click. So now, so yeah, it's done already. We came permission EKS. So yeah, we are done. Add Jenkins IAM role to AWS auth. Here now with that, understand the existing mapping, we add this is this. So verify mapping, great privilege are back, least privileges we have done. We already copied this cluster binding in our VS code. We have done that already. And line by line explanation of pipeline sale book. Okay, that is already I have pasted there. So what else I need to do in order to run this cluster? So probably here I have everything done. Yeah, post, after post we want succeed or failed or finish. For this, post success or failure always. So I want to give that echo with the build name, like build number, it will come that succeeded or failed or this. So this is another last stage. And before that we need to provide, so anything if you want to update, suppose in cluster, so we want to provide one more stages probably. So that stage will do anything update in cluster, it will provide there. So I think that stage we are missing. So let me give the stages. Yeah, update deployment, that is fine, that is cool. So I think almost everything is done here in this Jenkins file. Let me rearrange it. Yeah, it will become readable now. So cool. So Jenkins file is looking very nice and awesome, and it's ready to go. I think everything is fine. Let me observe once more. Yes. So let me come to document and let me cross check once. So this will be the output. So yeah, we are going here. We already pasted this post. And what else I need to do? We need to create EK cluster. Okay, that command I need to paste there, ekctl command. But before that, let me push our entire code into a GitHub repository, because Jenkins will pull it from there now. So git add, now git commit, and then we are supposed to git push. So once we will already pushed my code. So now let me paste here and let me install eksctl in our Jenkins agent. We had already installed eksctl. So now what I need to do? So I need to provide this policy detail. So yeah, EKS describe cluster policy. So we need to provide this cluster policy and then need to attach it to probably EC2. So let's create policy. Yes, so it already done. So I have these two policy. Imagine EC2 container register power user. For that we need to attach how to attach it to EC2. I think it attach policies, probably attach policies. Yes, here which one is our policy? It is not coming from here probably. I'm getting a bit confused. I think I have to go. Okay, so this is the previous steps. We already done all those things almost. I think we have done almost all steps here. So this, see, you can always go to this document and correct or do all those steps, because I am also doing from here only. So nobody remembers everything, so it's not possible humanly to remember all those things. So if you had done that in past, so you will understand how these things are working, and you can always take the help of this document. So yeah, come here. So what I need to do, I am cross-checking these things are already done. So probably I need to go to this EC2. Probably I need to go to EC2. So let me first build now, and let's see is everything is cool or not. I think everything we are supposed to do are already done, and this build will give me the clear cut understanding that if any error comes, then we can always go and resolve. So let me do some fast forward. So yeah, all step is done, but still issue in deployment to Kubernetes. So now this step is still running, deployment to Kubernetes. So deploy to Kubernetes. So it's still getting error. So why this is getting error here? So let me cross check it. Acha, no, probably we need to we are getting error right now. So what we can do, we will cross check it, our policies and inline policies and all those things. Maybe we are not giving the right permissions, right grants, all that AWS resources required. So probably we need to go through it once more, because it is saying clearly that it EKS cluster utils. So let me take the policy editor. So in policy editor we can provide some actions there. So maybe we need to provide there more permissions. So let me give it like that for all EKS. For EKS I am giving a lot of permissions right now. Same for EKS, we don't require that. Logs. So generally we can give one like EKS asterisk, something like that. Yeah, maybe like that. So let me give that. So this much is enough, right? We have already given EC2 star, EKS star, S3 star. So this much is enough. So click on next and then provide view. Fine. Review policy, my policy updated. So this build is almost going to complete. And yeah, and this got deployed successfully. See, it's got deployed successfully now. So let me cross check our EKS cluster now, because it is deployed to Kubernetes. So let me go to the EKS cluster page in AWS. So yeah, as you can see, create complete in our stack. So everything is got created through AWS CloudFormation. It got created. So let me go to this cluster. So need to go to EKS cluster, right? We have already opened that. No, it's not there. EKS EKS Kubernetes service. Yeah, so let me see. So it will come here. Build success. So let me grab that IP address and with port number 31,000 as node port, right? So here you can see this cluster is already came and it is coming as active. So it's looking very cool, right? So this is the cluster, EKS cluster we have already deployed successfully. So let me this is the endpoint. Otherwise we can also go through this IP address. So what should I do? Go there. Yeah, API service endpoints, we can also go through there, and cluster authority. So created cluster ARN. So we can see all those detail of cluster IAM role, OpenID Connect provider URL. So everything is done through AKS cluster auto mode. So we don't have to do much of the thing. So all the heavy lifting and work, all the things are done by AWS EKS. So this is great way of deploying Kubernetes services. So what I need to do, I need to go to our EC2 instances, and then from there we'll copy that IP addresses, and with node port 31,000 we'll try to access our web pages, right? That is Spring Boot deployment. So we'll go to this and we'll try to grab that IP address, public IP address. That is fine. I'll go to URL, browser URL, provide it, then 31,000. Okay, so it should Okay, right. I think it will not display because in security group we had not passed that 31,000 port. So probably this is in both. So we have deployed two replicas, right? We have deployed in 2 AG. So 2 AG. So in both AGs those pod will not display because our security group has not passed 31,000 as a port. So we need to give it here, so edit inbound rules, and we need to provide like add rules. We need to provide here 31,000 port, so it will not block that 31,000 port anymore IP address. So save. Now let me cross check and let me refresh that. So let me outbound rule once. So it has already all traffic and all port range is already given, so fine, that is. So let me cross. Yeah, see, now it is coming, cloud with AB Chatterjee, simple DevOps demo app. So this app is now coming nicely. And if you want to cross check the second one, so let me check the second ones once, because we have two availability zone now. So we have deployed 2 pods in different availability zone. So our application is deployed in 2 pods. So what will the second one? Let me check the security. Port is all range. Also, I think both will come with same. I think other will also work. I don't need to provide any port in security anymore. So inbound outbound, fine. So let me refresh it. So yeah, see, with both the IP address and both are coming nicely with cloud AB Chatterjee. So we have successfully deployed two application, 2 pod, and the same application Spring Boot successfully deployed in EKS cluster. So that is great. So this is the output. And if you want to delete it, then you have to go through CloudFormation, where we have already installed. So where we have some stack. So this is the entire Jenkins pipeline. You can see all got success green, green tick. So that is awesome. That looks very awesome. And now this is our entire ABC DevSecOps demo EKS cluster. So here it is. So if you want to delete, because it will take a lot of money as a resource is running out, we are just doing it for demo. So go to CloudFormation, and then after going to CloudFormation, we are supposed to go to select each one by one, and then we'll go to delete stack and click on delete stack and make edit transformation, deactivate it first, then we'll get option of delete stack. So click on delete stack now, and you can delete like that. So thank you for watching this entire episode. See you on the next one. Until then, bye bye.